Hello, my name is Zevander Putra Ghazali. I am from class 1913, and my student ID number is 19241558, and my friend.
Hello, my name is Fajrul Sodik Al-Fatih. I'm from class 191D 13 and my student ID number is 9024-2025. Today, we will practice a conversation in cafe.
The goal is to improve our English speaking skill, and let's begin. Hi Fajril, have you been waiting this long?
Hi Zeva, not at all. I just got here. Please have a seat.
Thanks. So about the assignment, have you had a chance to review the instruction?
Yes, I have, but there are a few parts that I find a bit confusing. Would you mind going over them with me?
Of course, not at all. Which part are you referring to?
The text division section. I want to make sure we can split the work fairly. Would you mind if suggested a plan?
Not at all. I'm always open idea. What your plan?
How about you? Focus on the research part, and I handle drafting the report. We can work up everything together later.
That sound like a great. That sound like a good idea. But before we start, would you mind helping me find some reliable source for the data?
Sure, I can help with that. Oh, by the way, I came across some relevant articles yesterday. I forward the links to you.
Thanks a lot. I start from there. By the way, I'm not entirely sure how to format the data later. Would you mind to if I borrow your notes from the last semester?
Of course, I check out my notes at home later and send you the photos.
That's very helpful, Fadril. How I think we also need a good presentation for this assignment. Would you mind taking care of the slide?
Sure, I can handle that. I touch base with your for feedback later, okay?
Absolutely. I also follow up on the data I find.
Oh, one more thing. Would you mind if we schedule another meeting next week to review our progress?
That's a great idea. I pencil in the schedule. Which day work best for you?
Thursday afternoon sounds good. How about you?
That work for me too. I make sure I have no one commitment at the time.
Great. By the way, have you checked the assignment format? It looks like we need to include a case study.
Oh really? I haven't checked that part yet. Would you mind breaking it down for me?
Sure, basically, we need to analyze a real world example related to our topic. I was thinking we could use the company from last semester case study. Would you mind if we reuse it?
That sounds perfect. It will save us some time. Let me know if you need any updates from the old case.
I will also. Do you think we should include visual like charts or graph in our report?
Definitely, they will make it more engaging. Would you mind creating a few graphs from the data?
No problem. I put them together once we finalize the data. By the way, shall we also include summary the beginning?
Yes, I think so. Would you mind drafting it after we complete the report?
Sure thing. Let's keep in touch about my updates. I send the progress on WhatsApp.
Sounds good. I'll make you sure to keep the update as well.
Alright, I need to hit out now. Something urgent came up.
Alright, take care. Fadil, see you next time.
See you soon. Zeva, bye.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Fajrul Sodik Al-Fatih, and I am from class 191D13. And my student ID number is 1924-2025. Today, I will present the topic of adverbial clause as a part of our English grammar. I hope this presentation helps you understand the material better. Without further ado, let's begin the presentation. Definition of adverbial clause. An adverb clause is a group of words that has a subject and predicate and function as an adverb in a sentence. This means that this type of clause will describe or modify a verb, adjective, or other adverb. Simply put, an adverb clause is a subordinate clause that functions to provide an adverbial explanation for the main clause. Through an adverb clause, you can convey additional information about when, where, why, how often, or to what context an action occurs. Characteristic of an adverb clause. Adverbial clauses are always dependent, which means they cannot stand alone and must be accompanied by other contexts to form a clause that can be understood. It is generally introduced by a subordinate conjunction. It is flexible because it can be placed at the beginning, middle, or end of a sentence. Use of adverb clause in sentence. Adverb clause can be placed at the beginning, middle, or end of sentence. Here an explanation of each usage along with example. 1. Adverb clause at the beginning of sentence. When an adverb clause is placed at the beginning of a sentence, it provides preliminary, preliminary information before the main idea is conveyed in the main clause. For example, because it was raining, we decided to stay indoors. True. Adverb clause in the middle of the sentence to provide additional explanation that is directly related to the main clause. This adverb clause remains connected to the main clause using a subordinate conjunction, and its position does not change the main meaning of the sentence, only add details. 3. Adverb clause at the end sentence. An adverb clause at the end of a sentence is a clause that functions as an adverb and is placed after the main clause to provide additional information, such as the time, reason, manner, purpose, of condition of an action. This adverb clause is usually preceded by a subordinate conjunction and completes the meaning of the main sentence. Example: we stayed indoors because it was raining heavily. Types of adverb clause. Adverb clause of time. The adverb clause of the time provides information about when an action occurs. Adverb clause of place. An adverb clause of place is an adverb clause that shows where an action took place, preceded by where or wherever. Adverb clause of reason or result. An adverb clause of reason is an adverb clause that explains the reason for an action, usually preceded by because, since, or as. Adverb clause of purpose. An adverb clause of purpose serves to convey information about the purpose is a particular activity. Adverb clause of condition. An adverb clause of condition expresses information about a condition that must be met for an event to occur. Adverb clause of manner. An adverb clause of manner is an adverb clause that shows the way an action is performed, usually preceded by as, if, or though. Adverbial clause effect. An adverb clause of effect is adverbial clause show the effect or impact of an action, usually preceded by so, that, or such. Adverbial clause of contrast. An adverbial clause of contrast is an adverbial clause that shows opposition to what is stated the main clause, usually preceded by although, though, even though, or whereas. Adverbial clause of concession. An adverbial clause of concession is an adverbial clause that shows opposition or acknowledgement to something, usually preceded by although, though, even though, or while. Adverbial clause example. Uh, contoh-contoh. When the bell rings, the class will begin. It is if it rains, we will stay indoors. That's those. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I hope this explanation has been clear and helpful in understanding the topic. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.